Hello world, welcome. This is, I almost missed. Oh, sorry. This is Barbie Lee. This is Shake Talk. This is where we shake up your wake up and really we start to shake up your life. Seriously, isn't that what we're all here to do? One of my favorite quotes by Hunter Thompson is, "Life is not a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely in a pretty and well-preserved body, but rather to skid in broadside, thoroughly used up, totally worn out, and loudly proclaiming, 'What a ride!'" So yeah, that's kind of my way of looking at life. Good morning, everybody who's jumping in. Hey, Jess. So this week we're talking about the 15 commitments of leadership, of conscious leadership, and we are on commitment number 5. And I have the book here, so for those of you that are following along, and this is my Kindle version. So there you go. This is the name of the book. And oops, no, I don't want to go back to my recent page. Kindle, thanks for asking. Hold on, I need 2 hands. All right, there we go. 15 commitments of conscious leadership, a new paradigm for sustainable success. Right? So this is what we're talking about. Hey, everybody, thanks for jumping in this morning. And please make sure if you're getting any value out of this, share it out, right? Share it out. Watch me on YouTube. I'm even posting some of these things on LinkedIn, so make sure you're following me on LinkedIn. All right, so chapter 5, we started with, or commitment 5. It says eliminating gossip. I commit to ending gossip, I commit to ending gossip, period. Talking directly to the person with whom I have a concern, and encouraging others to talk directly to people with whom they have an issue or concern. And being below the line, or that unconscious leader, right? The one not thinking. I commit to saying things about people that would not or will not be said to them. I commit to talking about people in a way that wouldn't be if they were in the room. All right. So we talked about why people gossip. They want to make others wrong. They gain validation. They want to control others. They want to get attention, divert attention, avoid conflict, avoid feeling and or expressing authentic emotions. They want to create these fake alliances. Now remember, gossip, there's discussion, right? And then there's gossip. And gossip is in that tone and using the words that you wouldn't use if somebody was directly in front of you. Okay, so that's how you know it's gossip. Now, today we're going to talk about how do you clean up gossip. Now, there's the gossiper and the gossipee. I just made up those words. So the one doing the gossiping, the one listening to the gossip. These are really 2 key roles, because if I'm just here in my house by myself, right, and not on Facebook Live, and I'm talking to myself about somebody, is that gossiping? Well, I'm listening to it, so maybe, but in truth, it requires 2 people. One person to do the gossiping, the other person to be listening. So how do you clean up gossip? Well, you reveal to those to whom you have been gossiping. Hey, Margaret, I want to acknowledge I've been speaking critically about Sarah, okay? And they're like, and then it's like, so the next one is reveal to the person about whom you have been gossiping. So then you say to Sarah, I've been gossiping about you, or I've been saying negative things about you. Like, own up. Here's the thing. You know that expression that says, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Well, that's what this eliminating gossip is all about, right? So then reveal to the gossiper to whom you have been listening. So we're going to use, so they use Margaret. So let's use Barbie Lee, Margaret, and Sarah. So Barbie Lee's been talking to Margaret about Sarah. So first thing I do is I say, Margaret, I've been talking about Sarah. I shouldn't have. It's wrong. I'm going to go and apologize to Sarah. Then I go to Sarah and I say, hey, Sarah, I really apologize. I've been talking negatively about you. Can we talk about this, right? And it's not, I want to judge them. It's literally to clear the misconceptions, the misunderstandings, because that's what gossiping is about, right? Is we have these misconceptions or misunderstandings, okay? Then if Margaret was listening to me gossip, then she needs to say, you know what, Barbie Lee, thank you, and I'm not going to participate in that anymore. And then Margaret needs to go to Sarah and say, listen, I let Barbie Lee talk about you behind your back, and that wasn't great at all. So it's a process of speaking your truth, of identifying that if what you're saying is not helpful, it's probably gossip, right? So it says that they use a clearing model with their clients, right? And it says separating fact from story. So that which is inarguable, which means people can't argue it. So if a video camera recorded it and said, today Barbie Lee's wearing a blue dress, well, you could argue it's blue and white, sure, but it's inarguable, right? Now, if you say that's a pretty dress, that might be arguable because someone might not like it, right? Yes, sweetie, I'm calling you this morning. All right. So the story, and that is which is arguable, or people can argue it like, oh, such a pretty dress or whatever, okay? So in order to use this clearing model, you have to use facts that are inarguable, okay? So when I'm talking to Sarah and I'm trying to clear up the gossiping, I want to use facts, not opinions, because opinions lead into gossip, right? All right, so it says, we hear people say things like, the fact is, I dropped the ball. That's not a fact. We screwed up. That's not a fact. This idea is dead in the water. That is not a fact. He spoke disrespectfully to me. That is not a fact, right? Those are stories, right? So the fact is they dropped the ball. No, the fact is the invoice did not get to the customer in 30 days. Therefore, the invoice was not paid. That's the fact. Who dropped the ball? You know what I mean? The fact is the invoice didn't get there, right? It's kind of like, and I use this one. So those of you that hear me all the time know I already talked about this. If you're late for a meeting because there was a train, the fact is you are not late because there was a train. The fact is you didn't give enough time in case there was a train. That's taking responsibility. Okay, so the clearing model is simple. Separate fact from story. If it's an I know and everybody will 100% agree with it, it's a fact. If it's an I think, that's part of the story, okay? It says, so here's the model. Person A clears the issue. So Barbie Lee clears the issue. This is an important relationship to me. Is now a good time to talk, or should we schedule a different time? Here are the facts as I see them, okay? I made up a story that, and I feel angry, sad, whatever, because, and my part in this is, I specifically want you to know this. Okay, really simple. Then person B says, so what I'm hearing you say is, and after reflection, they say, is that accurate? And is there any more? Okay, now are you clear about this? It's not about judgment. You're not going, oh my God, I can't believe you talked to me about, no. Okay, it's about clearing. It was done, it's acknowledged, and clear it. Now, the person doing the gossiping or listening to the gossip or being gossiped about, of course you don't want it to happen again. So this becomes your work back to the other chapters of taking radical responsibility and being curious. Why do I feel that so-and-so was disrespectful to me in the meeting today? Has nothing to do with them. That's my feeling that I thought somebody was disrespectful to me, right? So here's the commitment in action. Conscious leaders recognize the cost of gossip to their organizations and their relationships and shift so that expression is done instead with candor and authentic feelings. Remember, facts, there's a thing in sales. Facts tell, stories sell. So if you want to tell somebody what's going on for you, it's a fact. If you want to sell them on your opinion, it's a story. I just thought of that. I got to write that one down. Anyway, so eliminating gossip. It says gossip is a statement about another made by someone with a negative intent or statement, unwilling to share exactly if they were in position, like right in front of you. Use the issue clearing model whenever there's gossip and get feedback, right? Here's what I know. We can just say eliminate gossip, but if we don't know how, we need these clearing steps. That's what I love about this book. So keep in mind, it's your life. You get to be as juicy and delicious as you want your life to be. Well, I just got to, whoa, what just happened? Oh, my screen just went, boop, boop. Okay, everybody still there? Okay, good. Oh, that was kind of funky. All right, so remember, this is your life. This is your time to shine. This is your personal experience on this planet. Life is too short to sit there in the busyness and the aloneness and not really truly live until you die. So this is why I'm all about the quality of life assurance. This is why I say go to qualityoflifeassurance.com and see how simple life can really be. Have a great day.